Hello? Is it working now? Uh, if you can see something on the screen, please say something in chat so I know it's working. Let's see. Okay. Seems to be doing okay. Okay, so I'm gonna assume I'm streaming properly right now because that's what it looks like on my browser, so I think we're doing okay. So hello everybody, I'm Forgot User. I'm the author of Blue Matter. Okay. You can see it? Okay, great. Yeah, do you like it? It's cute, right? Okay. So in that case. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming. Blue Matter launched today. So yay. I still can't really believe it. Like, I'm always feeling like there was some kind of cosmic mistake and they accidentally published me for some reason, but I'm not gonna complain. So here we are. Um, let's see. I will. So today I was going to stream some art for the official launch, just to celebrate, and also answer some questions from chat. Oh, let me know if the volume is like too high or too low. I can turn down my mic or turn it up, or actually I can't turn it up any more than this. So let me know if it's too loud. There's also some like copyright-free music in the background. Let me know if that's too loud as well. So yeah, thank you all for coming today, and thanks to any Canvas readers for sticking with me for so long and waiting. I know it was a really long wait. We do need to create a pretty big buffer before they start letting us publish and stuff. And to any new readers, hello. Yeah, so I wanted to interact with the community a bit more directly. In the previous Q&As, there were always a lot of questions that I couldn't answer and I couldn't get around to because of limitations of like how much I could write and draw. So I feel like this way I can field more questions and just answer in real time. But since we're technically relaunching, there are some spoilery things that I probably can't answer. I'll try to answer what I can, though. And like really innocuous questions, sure. Okay, so yeah, for the art stream, I already had this sketch made up because I didn't want to spend too much of your time watching me decide what I was or wasn't gonna draw. So for this, it's going to be a modern depiction of Shinsa and Asler reading webtoons. I know, very creative. Okay, let's resize the canvas, make it a bit bigger. There we go. Oh yeah, hello everybody, hello. Nice chill stream. Okay. Will there be romance? Yes. Yes. Shinsa and Asler are the main couple of the webtoon, and that's pretty much set in stone. They're on the cover and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. It is, I would say, very slow burn though. It's because there's a lot of growing up to do for some of these characters before they're ready to be in a romantic relationship. So it may take a while, but it will happen eventually. Eventually it'll happen. Yep. And what are my thoughts on you lifting? Wait. Is this? Oh wait, Ulifer and Lanning. I see. Ah, I mean, that is a new one. Well, actually, I did kind of know what I was doing with that one scene, but this is a bit spoiler. It is a canvas scene, so I won't say too much about it. I will say it will be it's a very uneven pairing, though. I feel like Lanning would get bullied hard. I do tend to like pairings where they're more on even ground, so like it's not too one-sided. And if they're a jerk, both of them are jerks. That kind of pairing. How long will Blue Matter be? Right now, it's planned for at least 3 seasons, probably more at this point. There's a lot of stuff that I want to cover, and yeah, we'll see. It'll be a couple hundred chapters if I get my way, but we'll see. How long have I been working on this story? Oh, it's been like a few years maybe, cause Blue Matter has been through several iterations. Like there were points where the main character was different, points where like the entire plot was totally different. So it's this rendition of Blue Matter I started working on like shortly before I started publishing on Canvas. But like versions of Blue Matter. But like at some point I had Lanning as the main character, at some point I had Young as the main character. So this is like, it's been a long time coming, but it's very different from what it looked like when I first started thinking about it. Yeah. Lanning is sort of already 50-50. You'll see that a lot of the characters I think will become quite controversial. I personally really like morally gray characters. So you'll see a lot of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I make you guys argue. But they're all, I like them all though. I think all the characters have good reasons for doing what they do. Yeah. I hope there's something to like in all of them for the readers. Yeah, thank you for all the people who stuck with me from Canvas. Yeah. I know it was a long wait, so I'm really glad to be back. Forgot all their names. I get you. Oh, are you gonna start arguing about Lanning in the chat? Oh no, I think the really controversial characters haven't even done anything yet. Oh yeah, you missed being able to reread it when it was on Canvas. Yeah, I did have to delete it. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's not much that I can do about that. spoilers, but Eugene is very complicated. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. I don't think this is technically a spoiler. At the beginning, Eugene wasn't supposed to be that important of a character, really. He was just like Euclid's big brother. That's all he was. But as the story developed and I needed his character to like have do certain things, like he just sort of wrote himself. And then he became like a bit more complex than I anticipated. Yeah, I really like him now. Tomorrow I have a midterm exam. I should be sleeping, but nah. George, you should go to sleep. What's the midterm exam on? Is it an important subject? That's how you pronounce their name. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's the thing about webtoons. You don't know how anything's pronounced. It's pronounced seal, by the way. Just so you guys know. My editor was asking about that too. He didn't know either. Will there be any big changes from canvas to original? Not really. I think you'll find there are fewer changes as we progress. I think the most changes are in like the beginning few chapters. There will be a couple of key points that are different, but most of the big changes are in the first few chapters because let's be real, the first few chapters on canvas were a bit, they were rough, man. They were really rough. So that's where most of the editing came from. And yeah, you'll see it'll look really similar to canvas as we progress. Yeah. You'll always be Kale in your heart. I mean, yeah, if you want to pronounce it Kale in your heart, you're free to do so. No one's gonna judge you. Who is Ulifer? Shh. You'll find out. Yeah, let's keep it spoiler free now. We'll only talk about like the 3 characters that have appeared so far. Oh man, it's really hard to draw and check chat at the same time. Like, I missed the no color first couple of episodes on Canvas. Those were the times. It was so much easier because they didn't have the color. But I figured, you know, I wanted people to know what the characters like looked like properly. So what color their hair and eyes were and all that stuff. And you know, I figured I might as well start coloring things properly. Do you have any personal favorite characters? I do. I like them all. It's hard. It's like telling someone to pick their favorite child or something. I like them all in different ways. I think the most enjoyable ones to write, Icarus is very fun. You can look forward to that. Thoughts on Lanning? I really like her. She's the character I think that she'll develop. Don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah, I like her. I don't create characters I don't like. Unless they're like throwaway ones I discard after after like one chapter. If they're main character, I like them. thanks for all the extras. Oh, you're welcome. It was because I didn't want to keep you guys waiting with like nothing to do because I knew it was going to take a long time to launch. So I wanted to just do some extras for you guys. So no problem. Thank you. It's a thank you for like reading Blue Matter for so long. What webtoon are the duo reading? Blue Matter, of course. They're reading their own, I don't know, biography. Oh yeah, oh, George, you answered economics. Oh, that's a pretty important, I think that's important. I never took economics. They had us pick between economics and history in my high school. And like, I took history for some reason, which is not nearly as useful as economics. Does Eugene have a love interest? Do I answer this? Is this a spoiler? I don't think it's a spoiler. Yes. Have their character designs changed over time? Oh yeah. Shinsa's not too much. She has pretty much always been like this. Aster, he was a little bit different, but still mostly like this. I don't think many of them have changed that much over time. Usually with designs, rather than change the design, I would just like, okay, I will keep this design, but I will also keep this design. Which is what happens with Young a lot. So he always has different hairstyles and stuff. Did you make Shinsa sexier? Oh, does she seem that way? Oh no. Ah. Here come the simps. Well, Shinsa is at least of age, so you guys can do it. Think what you want. George's school, your school is making you take both history and economics? That sucks, bro. Well, they were both, I guess history was fun at least, even if it's not always the most useful course. I had really good history teachers though. I require the knowledge of everyone's dominant hand? I'm right-handed. I absolutely suck with my left hand. I can't do anything with my left hand at all. I'm extremely right-handed. Who do you think is the hardest to draw? Aster's hair gives me a lot of trouble sometimes. I don't know what's going on with it. His hair is a big issue. I should have given him a different hairstyle. Man, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? After you finish Blue Matter, what will you do next? Draw my next webtoon? I've got a lot more that I want to draw, so I hope to draw webtoons until I die or something, I guess. I don't know, there's not much else that I really want to do. I've got my boring day job. I do work on 9 to 5 as well. So if the webtoon thing doesn't work out, I have something to fall back on. But it does make drawing webtoons a bit hard. Like, yeah, sorry if some of the chapters are a bit rough. It's I'm very bad at time management. Do angels live longer than normal people? They can. They can. There's a way to use seal to make yourself live longer. So some of them, if they can do that, they can make themselves live longer. What is the age gap between the main couple? 3 years is what I've decided on. And in order to accommodate that, you'll see the reason. One of the reasons why it's slow burn is because we gotta wait for Aster to grow up. So yeah, we are having a legal age gap here. Nothing, no funny business going on. So you guys are gonna have to wait. Too bad. How planned out is the plot? All the main points are planned out, like the main arcs are planned out, and I know how it's going to end and everything. It's pretty much, yeah, almost completely planned out. It's just like the script itself, for like the later seasons especially, have to be written still. But all the main points are already done. That's why I can foreshadow so much. It's because I know exactly what's going to happen. Do we know Eugene's love interest? You guys care so much about that guy. He's been nothing but a jerk since he showed up. Actually, I'm not going to answer that one. You guys will figure it out anyway. I'm not going to answer that one. No spoilers. What made you choose stuff about the eye colors? I just wanted the red and blue dichotomy. And, you know, the red hair, red eyes, black hair, white hair, blue eyes kind of thing. I wanted the couple to look like that, so that's what I did. It didn't have to be blue, but I just decided to make it blue. Gotta wait for Aster to get taller too. Oh! Ouch. It's okay to be short. A little short. It's okay. Short guys are valid too. Arthur's making us suffer as she promised. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yes! I love doing that. Why else would you draw webtoons? To make people suffer, right? Does Aster get more milk? He drinks plenty of milk. He gets his nutrients. Will there ever be a beach episode? I actually do want there to be a beach episode. I'll have to find a way to shove it in somehow. I do have something like a beach episode planned, but we'll see if I can make it work. When did you start drawing? Since I was like 5. It's been a long time. I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil, I guess. I want to ask so many questions, but all of them are canvas questions. I'm sorry, T-ism. Is the end gonna be happy ever after or a bittersweet one? Huh. Who knows? I'll keep you guys guessing on that one. I love that he's short. Thank you. But he will get taller. He's still growing. Not too tall though. I don't think I'm gonna make him over 6 feet. Landing is so pretty. What made you think of purple eyes? Purple is next to blue on the color wheel, so that's where I went. That's where the green comes from too. You're infamous in the Discord. Is Ganyu still best girl? Yes. Ganyu is still best girl. Yes. She will, oh, well, we'll see what Yaya Miko is like, actually. I do really like the smug. We'll see what she's like. But for now, Ganyu is still best girl. How long is the stream gonna go on for? Until I'm done, I guess. It's taking a lot longer than it usually would because I'm looking at chat and trying to draw at the same time, which I just realized I'm really bad at. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. How old is Icarus? Research purposes only. She's legal, don't worry. How long does it usually take to finish a drawing or an episode? Drawings are like usually a couple hours or so. An episode, it depends on how much I rush it. I work on it for like a couple hours a day. And yeah, I never time myself very well. It's usually a couple hours a day. Basically, when I'm not working, I'm drawing webtoons. I will say this career is not very conductive to having a life. But, you know, it's Christmas break soon, so I always have that. Streaming is definitely a skill that takes practice. Reading chat is very distracting. Yes, I've realized that. Oh, I don't know how streamers do it. Oh god. And those who like play games and then read chat and then like, do all that at the same time. Can't be me. Oh. I might do more streams though. I do want to chat with the community more and answer questions and stuff. I'll be able to answer more questions once we progress in the webtoon as well. So that'll be nice. Would you ever make ship kids? our main cast has too much mental baggage for it. I don't know about kids. And I'm thinking about like which one of them are even suitable for having kids. Lanny can probably raise a child, or Shinso definitely can't raise a child. Not well. It's gonna be a very, very interesting child if she tried to do that. What are your thoughts on the whole cetacean thing we had going on until the original was released? I mean, I'm a hands-off person, so I thought as long as you guys are having fun, you could do whatever you wanted. But you know, once we went to originals, I was pretty sure Webtoons wasn't going to be happy about the official Discord doing that, so it had to go. I'm sorry, guys. Future streams? Yeah, hopefully. Not immediately though, because I'm going visiting parents over Christmas break and I can't lug all my stuff with me. I'll try to like upload time-lapse videos, or I don't know, I'm thinking a video about my drawing process as well. Maybe over the winter break, just to tide people over. But yeah, I will be somewhat inactive over Christmas. Family stuff. If the gang were an idol group, what would they be like? Oh yeah, I did, for the Blue Matter extras, which you guys, for original readers, you can find on Twitter or in Discord. I did rank how well they can sing and dance, I believe. And Ryung is the only one who could even hack it as an idol. The rest of them all have like huge weaknesses. Several of them would get into a scandal and then get cancelled or something. If they were an idol group. It'd be Ryung, hard carry, everyone else is just a visual. Basically. Doing my homework, forgot what 5 plus 5 is, please help. 55. What would Lanning's favorite food be? Also Lanning's smug. Her favorite food. Let's think about it. I think Lanning would like comfort food a lot. Like soups, warm stuff like that. I think she's a type of person who's not good at handling hardship, and she does need like a lot of reassurance and stuff. She's doing her best, okay? Shinso would probably be the one jumping into the crowd so they can carry her. Probably. She might start a fight though. If the angels have wings, can they fly on their own? They can, quote unquote, fly, but not using wings. Because human bones are too dense to be able to fly, aerodynamically speaking. So scientifically it doesn't work. It's a very scientifically minded fantasy webtoon, you know? If webtoons didn't exist, do you think you would still have created Blue Matter? Yeah, probably. I probably would have tried to make it a manga or something. But it definitely would have been a lot harder to get published. So I'm really, really thankful to Webtoon for existing, because it does like open a lot of doors for especially like people overseas to get into the market and stuff. Also, much thanks to my editor Eric for reaching out to me first, because he's the guy who contacted me about like Blue Matter and like, hey, this is really cool. Send me a synopsis, send me some material so I can bring it back to the team. So, thank you, Eric. Landing mask is pretty. What gave you the idea of it? The concept with Lanning's mask. Actually, is this the mask? Has it? Oh, it has appeared in the original, but she wasn't the one wearing it. The mask was just a way of explaining the abilities of the pilots. It was just. I don't think I'll explain too much about it. It does get a bit spoilery about the reasons why I gave it to her. But thank you for thinking it's pretty. Good night, George. Have good luck on your economics test tomorrow. The floating islands, was that always the setting I had in mind? I think in some early renditions, like where the plot was completely different, no, but in terms of like the current Blue Matter, yeah, it was always going to be the floating island. There's a reason for it, and you'll find out in like many chapters why it's like that specifically. Well, they do explain it a bit later on, around chapter 10ish, I think, but like a lot of backstories are going to be very late in the series, so stick around if you want to know. Haha. Do you read what we type in Blue Matter discussion, like theories, etc.? Sometimes. I mostly lurk. Sometimes you guys go fast sometimes, so I can't read all of it. But I do see some of the stuff you type in there. Don't worry, I won't judge. I won't judge. I'm a very open-minded person. You guys can think whatever you want. About this bag straps being completely covered by her hair. She's wearing a bag, just so you guys know. There you go. If you were one of the characters, which one would you be? Like if I could choose, or which one I'm most similar to? I would say there's a bit of myself in all of the characters. Like, they all have some similarity to me, I guess. I do draw from experience for some of the characterizations. The one I'm most similar to? I feel like they're all too defunct as human beings to be similar to a real one. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really say. If I were to choose to be one, though, Icarus, because she's rich. Okay, yeah, this hand is way too small now. What happens when I try to chat and draw at the same time. went so far. I have to scroll. Derpoo, I did not see you being a degenerate. And even if you were, it's okay. If you were in this setting, would you be an angel? Probably not. I think I would just be a normal person. Probably drawing webtoons in the setting as well. they don't exist, but I'll keep drawing. Because if you're an angel, it's hard work, man. You gotta do stuff. Nah. What or how would some of the characters be if they had Astro level blue eyes? Young would I think his biggest weakness is that like he's just a normal person among all these people with special abilities, so he might have some. So he would get a lot done. Let's just say he'll get a lot done. Let's see. Lanning wouldn't change much. Euclays. That would change the whole dynamic with him. I don't want to say too much because there may be original readers here though. What is Ryung's hair routine? That I can answer. He spends at least an hour on it every single day. Shampoos and conditioners very meticulously. Is a very strict routine. He's definitely the character who cares the most about his appearance. If Ganyu is best girl, does that mean he also lurks into Gen? I've been there a bit. Yeah, I've posted Ganyu best girl before. I think that's where it came from. I've publicly stated that she's best girl in Discord. Best boy, by the way, is Xiao. So if you lurk on the server, does that mean you see some of the shenanigans we do? Yeah, some of them, not all of it. I don't have a lot of time to hang out too much, so sorry if I'm not always there. But I do try to check in, just to make sure nothing's on fire. But I trust the mods. They're doing a good job. If the characters win the Hunger Games, who would die first and who would win? I think there was an extra similar to this. Lanning would die first. Icarus would win. I'm a sucker for the side character. How would the story be from someone like Ulifer? Is this a spoiler? I think it would be somewhat... I mean, she is technically in the relationship between the main characters. She's not exactly supportive. Maybe like one of those villainous reincarnation webtoons, something like that. Is there gonna be a villain or rivals? There are, I would say even the villains or antagonists are morally gray. There are not a lot of like strictly bad guys. Well, some of them are like really, they do some really bad things, but I do try to make it a bit conflicting. Because I do like watching the readers suffer, so. Jung's hair routine must cost a lot. It does. But he gets paid a lot, so it's okay. How long have you been drawing? A very long time, since I was a kid. I actually had the, my parents are like very, let's say, they're very supportive in the way that like they sent me to art classes since I was a kid, and like they're like the kind of parents that would move specifically into a good school district so I could go to accommodate my schooling. Like they're that kind of parents. Some of the Asian kids know what I mean. Oh, xiaosim. I've been revealed as a xiaosim. Can't help it. He has too many design aspects that I like. He has the eyeliner. I love the eyeliner. He has the back window. I love the back window. She trusts me and the others as mods. Yeah, I trust you guys. I'm sure you guys are doing a great job. What about Ramdan and Ishriv and the Sogloa rival stuff? Was that just something one-sided with you, Clays? I would say the rival family stuff. There is a bit of it. There's like posturing between families, but the kids don't really take it that seriously as of yet. Let's see. Euclid has a lot of his own issues. It's mostly his own issues. Disaster's head too flat. Wait. Who can cook and clean the best? Also, the back window is there on yeah. Who can cook and clean the best? What? I think I wrote in the extras that Young could cook, but he's not like a good cook. He's just better than the others. He can make a meal that's edible. That's it. I don't want to spoil, but there is a character who can cook and clean very well that will appear. Does Jung actually like the outfit, or is that against his will? It was against his will, but he doesn't care that much about outfits because he thinks he looks good in anything. He'll wear anything because he has a big ego. How is Soglois pronounced? Soglois? It's French, so I have a bad French accent, so it probably doesn't sound right. Le famille Soglois est français. How is cocytus pronounced? Like that. Soglois? Soglois? Oshinsa and Asler suffer. You want some angst? Oh. Well, I won't say they won't suffer. But, you know, it's not, actually, I guess it does. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not like, I'm not gonna write a super edgy story You won't see anything horrible happen. Probably. Don't worry. It'll be reasonable amounts of angst. Do you like myths? Like, just in general? Yeah, I guess. I did take a mythology course in university. It was really interesting. Will you reveal new characters later in the plot? Yes. Of course, there will be new characters. A lot of my favorite characters haven't even appeared yet, so I'm really excited to show you. Will landing be the... I guess that leads into the will there be any LGBTQ characters? Yes, there will be. I was wondering, where did you get your inspiration for your art style? This sounds bad. It's because I'm really bad at color theory. So everything is pastel to make up for the fact that if it was like solid color, it'd be really ugly. That's literally it. It's because I'm really bad at color theory. This entire art style is just to hide the fact that I suck at colors. Asking, will you clays be gay? I don't want to spoil future pairings. You guys will find out eventually. What does Cocytus mean? This did have a meaning. It's Latin. Cocytus is Latin. It's like, it was like a really uncreative direct translation from Latin, I think. I forgot what it was translated from. That's how bad it is. But yeah, it's a direct Latin translation of something. Okay, T-ism is asking for major character death. Well, you'll see. But it's not gonna happen early, I don't think. It'll take a while for like... I mean, I'm not gonna kill off a character if you guys haven't had time to get attached to them, right? I wouldn't do that. Right? Or would I? Am I saying that someone might die? No, I'm not saying that. You'll find out. I'm glad you guys like the storytelling. It's the script is like always being edited. I've rewritten stuff like so many times now. So I'm glad it's paid off and you guys are enjoying it, really. What do some of the characters think about one another and who's good at playing instruments. Let's see. Icarus can play piano. Eugene can play the violin very, very well. Shisa can't. She can't. Astor like knows basic piano, but he's not that good. What did the characters think about one another? I do feel like this is the kind of thing. The way the characters think about one another will develop, and I think this is the kind of thing that you should experience in the webcomic for yourself. I don't want to spoil too much. Shinsa can play the triangle. She would break the triangle. Let's be real. Where do you get your foreshadowing skills from? It's from knowing the entire plot beforehand, I guess. Yeah, when you've planned everything out, it's really easy to foreshadow. Just drop in random stuff in there, and then several chapters down the line, the readers will be like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, the important thing is planning. It's always good to have as much written out beforehand as possible. It does mean you can't change a lot. So if you foreshadowed something, I mean, you can either make it a red herring or it's like set in stone. So you gotta make sure that you want that plot point to happen if you're gonna foreshadow it. Are you working with a team or are you doing the webtoon alone? I've got my editor. He looks over my drafts and like the final copy and stuff, and he makes suggestions. Catches my copious spelling errors and formatting errors and stuff. But yeah, the rest, it's myself. I do have a bit of a control freak habit, so I don't outsource anything. I want to do everything myself. It's probably not a very good habit, but I don't know. I just like every aspect of making webtoons, so I want to do all of it myself. About the theremin? Nobody can play the theremin. It's a lost art. Am I endorser Lanning harem? I mean, if you guys want her to have a harem, you guys can do that. So you've foreshadowed a lot in the past. Is there anything new that Canvas readers have not seen as of now? Yes, of course. I can't wait till it catches up to Canvas and then none of you guys will know what's gonna happen. Where even is my light source? I don't even know anymore. What other webtoons gave you the inspiration for Blue Matter? Let's think. Inspiration. I do read a lot of Tower of God, because Tower of God was one of my first webtoons from like years back, from before. Nobody on Webtoon staff is watching me right now, right? From before Webtoon was a thing. I was reading Tower of God back when the company was translating it. It's been a long time coming. Why the pointy ears? Oh, her ears do look very pointy. That's just an art style, don't worry about it. Do you have a big episode buffer then? Yeah, this isn't a scene, this is just a drawing of, to celebrate the launch. They're just reading webtoons here. I have a big buffer, yeah. I'm currently working on chapter 21. Yeah, thanks you to everybody for all the well wishes. Like, I really appreciate it. Do any of them have any pets or specific animal they like? Personality quirks and random things. Well, the Soglar family has a dog. Euclase really likes dogs. I don't know if any of them are good pet owners. Character quirks. Random things about them. Let's think. It's hard to think of them on the spot because I don't usually go a lot into like specifically, oh, their favorite color is this, their favorite food is that, stuff like that. You'll probably have to be more specific. Sorry. Does Lanning still... Yeah, I'm not allowed to spoil stuff about Lanning. Sorry. The cast for an animal, what would they be? She would probably still be a lion. Asler, maybe some kind of bird. Or like a sheep or something. But yeah, the Tower of God episodes is intimidating. Yeah, I understand that. Like, I understand why really long webtoons aren't for everybody. I've also like started, because limiting the webtoons I read to ones that have already been completed, because it's so hard to keep up with things that update every single week. Yeah. What is the technology level of Cocytus? Modern. It's like modern technology or close to it, maybe a bit more advanced in some areas. happens when a demon or a regular civilian just consumes seal shards straight? They're not edible. Do you ever want to print physical copies? Oh, if I ever get the chance, that would be nice. We'll have to see though. I think it'd be difficult to get physical copies out. At the very least, I'd like to get like an art book or something. Some kind of printed material for people. Who in the story is able to handle spicy food? Shisa probably can do it because it doesn't really affect her much. I don't know, I feel like the rest of them aren't that capable of eating it. Asking for a friend. Your friend is very curious. Will there be any other mythical creatures? Yes. You will see... Well, mythical, more like made up. Mythical in that they're not real. Who has the most determination to get better or prove themselves in some way in the cast? Lanning and Euclid's probably the most. The rest of them don't care very much. We get to see the land under the clouds. Will you? Who knows? Stay tuned. Yeah, physical copy, you'd have to adapt it from a vertical format. Yep, you would. I don't know how much I'd have to do with that. Because they did adapt on Lore Olympus, which, congratulations to them. Like, that's a really big milestone, I think. It marks that webtoons can be done in a book printed format, so it is possible. If you drank liquid seal, would that be kind of snazzy assassination attempt? I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that. But it would take a lot of skill to be able to do that. Control it whilst after someone else already drank it. Like that's something else. For details of the world building, what etiquettes did you come up with for Shinsa's country and Asler's country? Etiquettes? Well, she's from Shinan, which is based off of like a combination of East Asian countries. In my mind, it was always like, as Shinan took over and did battle with other countries, they kind of consumed the cultures of other countries. Very colonial mindset, very imperialistic. Yeah, so it becomes like a combination of East Asian cultures. I can do stuff like that because I'm Asian, so I can. It's not cultural appropriation. And Asler's country, Hokkaido is just like a very modern. It's not specific to one culture. It's just, I guess, very, in their mind, a utopia, and a combination, a collection of different isles and stuff. My brush is being weird. Let me. What is this social? Oh, like most missed one. What is the most and least enjoyable thing about drawing webtoons? Guess the least enjoyable would be... What do I not like? It's the schedule. Oh man, sometimes I sacrifice a lot of sleep. It's pretty bad for me. I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, it's can be, because the schedule can be a bit grueling. But you know, I knew what I was signing up for, so I've no one to blame for but myself. I knew what I was getting into. I do like the webtoon, drawing the webtoon itself. I really like getting my ideas out onto canvas and like showing it to other people and having other people read it. What is the social standing of Club Highness? Like the whole elite family shtick. Basically, there are a couple of families who have a lineage of like really powerful angels, and they're also rich to begin with. But yeah, there is a lot of importance placed on having blue eyes, and yeah, the webtoon will go more into that at some point as well. I don't want to say too much, but yeah. Imagine a webtoon that's printed out where it's just a really long scroll and you put it into a viewer to crack to read it. Patent that. See if you can make it work. Is technology based on seal or electricity? It's mostly seal based. There's a reason for that as well, why they rely on seal for so much stuff. And you will find out eventually. I'm sorry that everything's a spoiler. Yeah, Shinan had the same level of technology. Yeah, you might have noticed from the webtoon that Shinan seemed pretty behind. I wonder why that is. Something to think about. What are you using to draw? I'm drawing in Paint Tool Sai. It's the program that I currently use because I've used it for like a really long time, so I'm used to it. It has all my brushes and my hotkeys, so I'm not willing to like leave. But there are a few issues with it, like for the example, the typesetting. If I wanna like type stuff. See how it's coming out blank? And now it comes in. Oh wait, there you go. That's why. See, you know how like webtoons, the text is like centered in the middle? There's no option to do this on Paint Tool Sai, so if I wanted to like put things in a center of the text, I'd have to like manually press space. So the typesetting on this program really, really sucks. And if the canvas is too big, sometimes the text won't appear at all. So it's like, yeah. This is why I'm wondering if I should migrate to Clip Studio Paint, which I'm really not looking forward to because I'm not used to that program. And also the thing with Sai is that it's very lightweight. It doesn't take up a lot of memory. And with Webtoon, some of the canvases get really, really big. Like 800 by 70,000 pixels usually. So like Sai already has a hard time handling it. So on more advanced or like heavier drawing programs like Clip Studio, Krita, stuff like that, my computer will the program will literally crash on me. So before I migrate, I'll actually have to upgrade my entire laptop to like a gaming computer just so I can draw. So that's why for now I'm just sticking with Paint Tool Sai. Oh, and the hardware I'm using is like a Huion tablet with the display and stuff, because it's the knockoff version of the Cintiq. But it still works, so who cares? As long as it works, it works. And yeah, it was much cheaper than a Cintiq as well, and it works totally fine, so I'm happy with it. What isles are the characters from? Well, I can tell you that Shinsa is from Shinan, and Asler is from Cocytus, and the rest are all spoilers, but Canvas readers already know. But yeah, you'll find out eventually where everybody's from. I don't want to dry his hairline, so let's just cover that up. What are pilots exactly? Like, what are they specified in colors and able to control? Seal. Pilots, it's in the name, they basically fly ships because they're very good at moving seal, like in air format. They're very good at sailing and navigating and stuff. They can read the wind currents and stuff. So that's their specialty. And yeah, we'll find out more about it. We'll find out more about the pilots, where they're from and stuff. So keep reading. Do the Isles get any natural weather at that altitude, at the level of seal pollution? Because naturally at that altitude things will be very cold, right? So there are some factors affecting temperatures of the Isles and reasons why it's not freezing over all the time. And I guess there is some temperature control, manual temperature control as well. Sometimes the centering is inconsistent. Yeah, I usually export to GIMP to do the text, but sometimes when I have to go back and edit, I'm lazy and just do it straight inside. So sometimes the font text isn't very nice looking. Sorry. Don't tell my editor. Am I drawing with a mouse or tablet? Oh, if someone can do this with a mouse, I applaud them. Oh man. I would never be able to do anything like this with a mouse. Could you make seal into fire? Yes. You could. Can angels control seal that's not their own? That's an interesting question. Maybe you'll find out. Yeah, some people are really good with a mouse. Yeah, and in MS Paint as well. I don't have the patience or like the hand-eye coordination required to do that. Like even just like using the mouse, sometimes I'll misclick things. So I can imagine how bad I'd be at drawing with it. Digging the background music, thank you. I looked up copyright-free music on YouTube. This background music comes from Lo-Fi Chill Beats, 12 hours of DMCA-free and copyright-free music for Twitch streamers on YouTube. So, yeah, that's where I'm getting my music from. I mean, I have considered like playing some random notes on the piano or something and just putting that in the background to like really avoid DMCA. But I figured I would trust the YouTube video. If it gets taken down, it gets taken down. Like in some of the time-lapse videos, if you hear really bad music in the background, that's like my piano compositions from like 3 years ago. I'm sorry. I just wanted to put something on there. You can communicate best with people and keep a calm head that isn't Asler. Okay, Asler can keep a calm head, but he cannot communicate with people. You'll see how he is. What was your reaction when Webtoon reached out to make a Blue Matter an original? Yo, I was freaking out. I was like jumping around. I was like, oh yeah, finally! I was so happy. Then I realized I'd have to redo it from the beginning. I was like, oh damn. But you know, it's all gonna be worth it in the end, right? Let's make the bag a different color. No, let's just make it red. Never mind. The new chapters look more polished. Do they really? I don't know. Sometimes I look at the new look at some of what I've done, like that's new, and I was like, this looked better when I did it before. I think it's because I do have a higher output that I have to meet now, because it's every week. So it's a bit, some of it can get a bit rough, but I am improving. And you know, if one day I can do webtoons full time, then I can up the quality by like a lot. But we'll see. Because like right now I still have the 9 to 5, right? If I can dedicate those 8 hours a day just to webtoons, man, that would be so great. my palettes when I don't know color. I do not know color theory. I promise you, I do not know color theory. These colors here, they're all random. Like, I do not know color. My color theory is really bad. I promise. You're being tricked by the watercolor aesthetic and the pastelness, but I'm really bad at it. Let's see what color. Blue? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's just make it blue. Oh, thank you for subscribing to the Patreon. You really don't have to. I don't update it very much. I'll try to like update like high quality versions of pictures there and like line arts and sketches and stuff. But yeah, the Patreon's completely optional, really. It's like I don't have tiers or anything in there. It's a completely optional thing. So thank you so much for subscribing to it anyway. Now you know what Shinzo would look like with white hair. Oh yeah, she'd look like this, I guess. Could someone make lightning out of seal? I wonder. I wonder if anyone could do that. I wonder. Who's the odd one out of the cast? They're all odd. They're all a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, everyone's pronouncing it as Kale. Yeah, I know. It's the, you know how like in some, I think, who was it? The Latins or the Greeks or something, the A and E together is pronounced as E. Like demon, seal follows that logic. The A and E together is an E sound. You like the clothes design? Really? Thank you, because I'm really bad at fashion, so really glad that it's not horrible at least. Oh, what is my favorite? Oh, Eula. Hey! Eula's from Genshin. Get out of here. What's my favorite ship? Well, the main one is one of my favorite ships. That's why I made them the main ship. They get a nice drama-free, happy, really slow burn relationship as the main couple. Like, they're guaranteed. And then I just offloaded all the suffering to like a different ships. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. Subtle interactions. Thank you. Yeah, I try to multitask whenever I write. Like, everything I want to have a purpose. So even small interactions, I want it to be like plot relevant or say something about the character. So I tried not to have too much filler. Because I really want to tell the story. Like, I approached it the same way readers do. Like, I'm really excited to get to the next part and show you guys the next part. I think that's reflected in my pacing, which can be a bit fast. So I'm always like rushing to get to the next character I want to show you, the next arc, the next thing that's going to happen. I really want to show you guys. So I can't wait till we surpass Canvas and I can like show you guys all the stuff that I have planned. Will Shinsa ever wear that cool ass jacket she wears in the promo art? Yeah, I know. We were almost there in the Canvas version, but we didn't get there. She will get the jacket eventually. I'm sorry, it's taking so long. Yeah. Sheen Sassler asks Limsta. Sheen Sassler. There's no way this guy's on top. Like, no way. Eula from Genshin is the ship child of landing and Eula for. Oh, really? Does that mean... Oh, I should have pulled for Eula then. I'm sorry, I skipped her. I'm sorry. I'm saving for Yae and Scaramouche, and we'll see if Ayato looks good. Young has all the suffering. You don't know that. You don't know that. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe someone else gets some suffering too. You don't know that. If I make them suffer though, it means I like them. That's how I show my love. Really. Maybe I shouldn't have confirmed the ship name. Oh no. I mean, it's whatever you guys want it to be. No, Derpy, we're not calling it that. We're not gonna call it that. You don't have to ship ships just because they're canon. Like, I don't care what you guys ship, really. You guys can ship whatever you like. It's okay. I have to paste the webtoon logo in here, so I'm going to hide Sai for a bit. Here, you can have Chomp back. I'm gonna hide Sai for a bit because I have to go into my files, and I don't know if there are like spoilers in there. Wait a bit. The webtoon logo. we're gonna make this blend in. It's okay. There we go, webtoons. Let's see if it. Let's make it a bit. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, there's a paint bucket tool. I just don't use it. I'm used to not using it because when I actually draw in the comic, it's faster not to use it. So then I can just brush it over and then switch to a different color. Because with the paint bucket, it's not always accurate, and you have to like fix what you've selected and stuff. And I don't have time for that. So I usually don't use the paint bucket tool. And there we go. And add some random textures. I didn't swear. And there we go. There's done, and that's gonna go up on Twitter and Discord at some point in the future. So yeah, that's. I should probably put a background. I'm too lazy for a background. Let's see. There's your background. Yeah, I'll put that on Twitter and Discord, and maybe like in high quality version on Patreon or something. There you go. Yeah, so that's all I had planned, really. So thank you all for coming. If there are any last minute questions, get them in soon, because I do have to go soon. There's more chapter to draw. And I'm sure some of you guys should be asleep right now. Does everyone's seal look different or act a certain way? Not necessarily, but there are people who use it in a unique way. Too much green, not enough purple. Let's see. We can adjust the color. Here we go. Oh, you guys can't see my color adjuster. Here. Okay, I'll go slide from left to right and tell me when to stop. Actually, there might be a delay, so you guys might not tell me to stop in time. Oh well. What state am I from? Canada. What is my favorite character? All of them. It's not even 10 p.m. there. Ah, you guys, you're on the other coast. Was it West Coast? Yeah. Okay, stop. This is probably delayed, but that's where I saw the first stop. So we're stopping there. Okay, so thank you all for coming, and thank you all for tuning into Blue Matter and everything. Look forward to future updates. They'll be once a week. I think today, every week from now on. And yeah, I look forward to maybe streaming again and chatting with you guys all again. So until then, goodbye for now. Have Chomp back.